I haven't heard of this before, and I know that Jess hasn't because we spoke about this earlier. I wonder if you have, Peter. Have you heard of Dungeon Crawler Carl?
Yeah, that's a lit RPG book, isn't it?
Excellent. At least one of us knows.
Yeah.
Tell us, please, what Dungeon Crawler Carl is.
I haven't read it because it's sort of on my... I won't go into the details of my to-be-read pile. Needless to say, it's very large, and there are categories to it because that's just how I roll, because I'm that exciting person that you talked to at parties about books. But as I recall, there's a guy who is... It's like sort of a cross between a Running Man meets a dungeon crawl, and there's like shenanigans going through a dungeon, fighting monsters for views and profit. That's my takeaway from only having read blurbs.
Okay.
My reading of the back of it was Squid Game meets Aliens, and kind of a D&D fantasy theme.
Yeah, I mean the description says
Running Man is a Stephen King. It's very similar idea to Squid Game.
A former Coast Guard veteran and his ex-girlfriend's cat forced to compete in a dungeon crawl competition created by hostile aliens.
The ex-girlfriend's cat feels really specific. Like, you know?
I have to say it's actually one of the biggest selling points to try and
read. Why has he got his ex-girlfriend's cat? Why has his ex-girlfriend not got his ex-girlfriend's cat?
Cats are
Has
fickle
he stolen
creatures.
her cat?
He's stolen her cat? I don't know.
You can't steal a cat.
That's very true.
You can only make it a better offer.
Yeah, that's why under UK law, cats aren't property because they are deemed ungovernable. You can't, whereas dogs are.
But
you can steal someone's dog, but you can't steal someone's cat.
Yeah. Well, the reason I mentioned Dungeon Crawler Carl,
yes,
because it's not only a popular book series, it's now going to be a TTRPG coming from Renegade Game Studios, who have done a lot of licensed stuff. They did Power Rangers, Transformers, and My Little Pony, G.I. Joe. They do some of the World of Darkness stuff with White Wolf. So they don't, they do a lot of licensed stuff. So this is their latest.
They flog off White Wolf, or was White Wolf still part of them? Yeah, never mind. I'm sorry.
They worked with White Wolf. They weren't in the same company. No.
Right, with you. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about this because that's all I know. It's going to be a TTRPG from Renegade Game Studios, based on the book series.
Yes. Nice. For those of you who can't see the cover, it's very big and explodey with lots of weird-looking creatures on it. And I would say one of the things I didn't mention is it's very much humor-based and it's supposed to be really funny. Like I said,
It seems like it leans in well to make a TTRPG of because of the theme and the setting. I'm like, I can imagine what a game of that will look like. That makes sense to me.
I wouldn't expect a large Bible to be read too much about canon. No. I do not feel it is that sort of game.
Yeah, which is great. Sometimes if you want to sit down and play a game, try it out. I don't want to do homework. I'm busy. I have demands on my time. I might have an ex-girlfriend's cat to look after for some unknown backstory reason.
Exactly. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, I may have stolen my ex-girlfriend's cat. Oh well.
I haven't.
Yeah. Well, sometimes cats just move house though.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't move house. That's
sometimes cats just decide I live here now. And
you don't really cat distribution system just happens.
Yeah.
CDS working as intended. Ticket closed. Anyway, so that's an incredible crawl. That sounds amusing. Best of luck to them. I look forward to the Kickstarter. I assume they're doing a Kickstarter.
I know.
It's the done thing nowadays. Oh, well, that's what
not been told.
All right, looking for Renegade.
Okay.